Hi, welcome to this video. My name is Tatiana and today we're gonna talk about something that is kind of popular topic right now. You've probably already seen a lot of videos like this where people just sit and talk about deep stuff and the trust of life. Sometimes they go really deep and I really respect them, but that's not what we're gonna do today. I will be honest with you in this video, but please don't expect anything deep. People usually don't talk about this kind of stuff because it seems really obvious. And this is kind of a goal of this video. It won't be romantic. It won't be stuff like you will break up with the love of your life and you will struggle for a lot of times, but you will grow out of it. No, just basic, regular, annoying things that not a lot of people talk about. First thing, you won't have friends. Maybe not at all, but it feels like that. For your 20s, friendships seems really easy. You have all the time people around you. It could be your schoolmates, it could be your neighbors. All the time you have someone who you could make a great friendship with. You probably were seeing each other each day. You didn't have to schedule anything. It even seems ridiculous. But in your 20s, you will have a full scheduled Google Calendar and you will need to just fit in your meetings in between of other stuff. And if you have this situation, you're probably still in a good position because you have a friend. Most of the times, people in their 20s have college and school. Most of the people, at least not rich kids, and boom! Suddenly, everyone seems to be busy all the time. Also, a lot of people will move to other city or find a partner and they will not have time for you. And maybe that's just me and I suck at being friend, but I really don't enjoy just messaging for hours and hours. I will mostly prefer to meet each other in real life. And I feel like a lot of people are in the same situation in their 20s. I hope I'm not the only one. If you ever felt the same way, just leave a comment under this video so I won't be embarrassed that it's only me. Let's end the sad things and move on to something different. All the people will be at completely different levels of their life. 20s are crazy because you will open your Instagram and you will start scrolling. I know you're doom scrolling sometimes. We all do. And you will start seeing your friends. Like some of your regular friends, maybe some school friends. Sometimes it will be a weird dude you met at that party in the basement. Or just anyone, whoever you know. Because sometimes we just follow people because we have seen them one time. I think I'm not the only one who is doing that. And you start seeing these people. And the first thing in your feed will be someone is getting married. And the next thing you see will be a Christian girl who is already pregnant. And you're like, wow. Next thing you see is your old friend from the school who is already on the Forbes list and owns 2 businesses. How the hell it works? We're all in our 20s, but we have completely different life. And you feel lost because at the moment you're eating cereal at 2 a.m. and searching how to get another unpaid internship. And you will probably ask yourself this question too much times. What am I doing with my life right now? And that's when we're coming to our other topic, which is asking yourself what you're gonna do with your life. Some people had been passionate about something since they were 12 or 5. Some of them already knew at 15 that they will become a doctor or a lawyer. And here, the rest of us waking up every morning with the questions like, how do I earn money? What kind of career I should pick? How am I supposed to pick my career for the next 40 years if I'm even not sure what I'm gonna eat for the breakfast? Sometimes you won't be worried at all. I will figure out it. And sometimes you'll be crazy obsessed. What am I gonna do in the next 10 years? I will die if I won't know in this next 3 minutes. I think actually most people have those thoughts. Even if they look put together, we all doubt ourselves sometime. Okay, next. Goals don't magically happen just because you turn 20. or more. I had this weird vision that if I will turn certain age, my goals will just happen by itself. I know it's kind of delusional, but it is what it is. I will have my dream body, dream job, and more and more. I know you probably heard that we have time and no rush. I still think that's true, but it's also kind of a lie. Because a lot of us will just sit and wait until something will happen by itself, waiting for the perfect time, perfect age, and unfortunately there is no right time. The perfect moment just never comes. If you won't start, nothing will change. Sometimes you just need to do this unpleasant, boring thing, even if you aren't ready. Unless we're talking about legal consent age. And I know I just sounded like a motivational coach. Maybe I should change my career. Jokes, I don't really have a stable career right now, so never mind. But seriously, just do the thing. You will thank yourself later. It's not going to be parties and fun all the time. I'm sure you have seen these TikToks where they have the title "Live Your Life," "Relax," "Travel the World." 20s are the best time of your life. Cool, but if you're not from the family who has a trust fund, you probably will need to work or something. If you aren't working, where the money comes from? No offense, but if you're not a rich kid, you can't just hope on the last-minute flight to Maldives and just live your life. Some of us will enjoy some local trip, and that's still okay. I'm not saying that it's impossible, especially if you're in Europe. You have a lot of cheap flights, and you can just hop on the flights, and you will pay like $20 for it. But you won't be able to do this constantly like these influencer shows. Some of us will just have to grind, and that's okay. Just please remember to not compare yourself to other rich kids. Talking of being rich, let's talk about rent. When you live with your parents, it doesn't seem like too much. It seems like a later problem. If you're watching this video, you probably have a roof over your head. At least I hope so. Then you move out. Some of us will do this faster, in their early 20s. And some will live with their parents until they're like 30 or 40. But when you do that, the prices just skyrocket. Really, what the hell is going on? If you have a regular job with a regular paycheck, you'll probably spend the half of it just to pay for the roof over your head. You will spend this money every month. No vacation, no fancy dinners, just the payment to basically cover your living expenses. And I'm not even talking about living by yourself. I'm talking right now about living with a roommate. In a box-sized room with suspicious noises from the walls. I feel like we don't talk enough about this. How hard it is to pay your rent in your 20s and forget about food and other expenses like savings. Why does it cost so much to just exist? Looks matter, but not as much as before. In your teens, especially if you're a woman, it feels like everything is about your look. Be skinny, have clear skin. But then you grow up and you realize that even the most dead-ass gorgeous girls still struggle in this life. Yes, being pretty can help, but it obviously won't pay your bills. Of course, unless you use it to earn some money, like being a model or any other stuff. But being pretty doesn't make you immune to having anxiety, to have money problem, and other unfortunate stuff. Take care of yourself, but please don't obsess. Hot or not, you still will need to do some work. In your 20s, you will be expected to do adult things, but you have no idea how to do that. Because at school, they teach us how to calculate a formula we will never use in our lives, but they won't teach us, for example, what mortgage is. You will probably have a lot of these situations where you will be asked some kind of question and will be expected to know the right answer. Do you have the savings account? Or what do you invest in? And people will ask you these questions with a straight face, expecting you to actually know what's going on. Because you're already an adult. Fortunately, we didn't have this subject at school, how to be an adult. And it's kind of frustrating. Maybe sometime in the future we actually will have something useful in our schools. If I would want to sum up this whole video, I would say just that 20s are really weird. You're not a kid anymore, but you still don't have it together. You're confused, broke, and tired. But I think it's okay. We will all somehow figure it out. Or no. If you watched the whole video, first of all, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and also like this video if you actually can relate to some of this, or you maybe found something helpful. If yes, let me know in the comments what you think. Bye bye!